best work definitely I would say is Nayagan, because that was my first entry into the so-called cinematic scope of sound. I would definitely say it's Nayagan, and with the formal approval of my other close friend Bijoy Nambiar, he happened to mention to me, if I get a compliment from him, it's a very big thing for me, because he's the one who brought me into music. So he happened to mention that Amin is definitely your best work till date. After Nayagan, definitely I would say Amin is the best work for me, because the kind of challenges that were there, it's out of this world, man. Means I can't even get into the zone of how I made the music. Many people do not know this. I keep blogging a lot. I keep writing a lot of stuff. So in most of my blogs, I keep writing all these references and inferences what I've come across in my life. Rahman has been there for me and is still there for me. But there are many few people who I met before getting into the industry. I'd met Suresh Peters, I'd met SP Balasubramaniam, I'd met Unni Menon. That is when I was a kid, not knowing what to do. And they were very kind enough to give me a few minutes of their time to help me out through my confused state of mind. So I've met all these people. Out of all these people, I met this one music director called Ramesh Vinayagam. Okay, he's a Tamil film composer. When I met him, he had invited us to his home, a very middle class, kind of a very typical Iyer Brahmin kind of a setting, and he served us coffee. And he said, "What kind of music do you listen to, my dear friend?" So I got very excited and I said, "I listen to Rahman." So now he's in the same industry that Rahman is in, and he was popular. I would not say in the level of Rahman, but he had done some very brilliant work, last 2 films. So Ramesh Vinayagam looks at me and he says that you should definitely hear Rahman, but also realize there's a whole world waiting for you with their music. Have you heard theirs? Have you sampled their music? Hear a lot of music. You might hate a rock guitar sounding somewhere in your, in your village or in your town or in your college. Go, hear it. Hear the kind of music people are producing. You might find friends carrying music on their iPod. Steal the music from them. Hear it. You might find a lot of YouTube videos. Hear it. You might find a lot of other stuff happening. You might find cousins coming from the States. Ask them to get a few CDs for you. He is the guy who opened my mind to a lot of other music that is available to hear. Because at that point of time, I was horse-eyed. I used to hear only Rahman's music. I was so much into it, just like any other guy in this country. I used to hear only his music. After this meeting is when I really, I would say, trained myself to hear a lot of other music, and that's when I got to hear a whole world of music. And from that whole list of musicians and legends that I've been hearing, a few of them I still look up to them as, one is Ennio Morricone, the classic Italian Western spaghetti composer. The second is Nitin Sani. The third guy who changed the way I make music is Ray Charles. I happened to see his film called Ray, the Oscar-winning film. That's when I got to hear his music. And after hearing his music is what I realized, there's so much you can do. In place of going 1, 2, 3, 4, you go 4, 1, 2, 2, 2, 1, 2. The kind of unevenness, the kind of unstructured melody composing is what I learned from Ray Charles and his music. So these are a few people that I have looked upon, and I still look upon many of them. Even till date, I have kept the process of listening to a lot of new music. So it's not that I have a set of music that I've collected in 2000 or in 90s and I'm hearing to it. I still keep updating my catalog. I keep hearing a lot of music, and that is one of the biggest motivators for me. That yes, someone is doing something like this. I can also do that. I can also try doing it. Technology has changed everything here. Technology has helped musicians like me, who does not know much of music, to make music. Yeah, I'm being honest about it. Yeah, and there is a whole world of composers and whole world of musicians and technicians coming up, who will depend on technology to make music or to edit their films or to shoot without much of technical expertise. And it's an ode to all these guys who are making the softwares, who are making gadgets to help amateurs and to help novices to make their bread and butter. So technology has definitely helped, but I would like to say that too much of it is bad. Like I keep telling my engineers and I keep telling my assistants that too much of too good is too bad. You know, if you get too much of too many good things, it's bad. If you're getting everything right in your project, yeah, you made the first tune, you gave it to the director, he liked it, second tune, he liked it, third tune, you gave it, he liked it, it's a dangerous signal. Something is not right. Either someone is compromising on something or someone is not doing something right. You know, so the point is, too much of technology is bad. So sometimes, you know, go back to the old school. For musicians, I'm telling, go back to the old school, go into some vintage recording studio that is on the verge of shutting down. Go there. Go to the studio, record your film song over there. Try doing some different stuff. Give a different sound to your music. Try doing it. I'm telling you, it will inspire you. And then you'll find places, you'll find different places to make music. So, yes, technology helps, but it's dangerous. Do I believe in awards? Oh, what question is that? See, I believe in recognition from people like you who would come up to me and tell that, hey, you know what, I really loved your music, or hey, you know what, I really hate your music. So for me, if one person in this world tells me that I like or hate your music, that is the biggest recognition or so-called award for me. Because your point is made. You have made a music, one person has heard it, he has taken the effort to hear your music, he has taken the effort to get back to you and tell you that, you know, I like it, I don't like it. And that is the biggest, biggest award anyone can get. For me, it is the biggest thing. I still reply to a lot of comments and mails that I get, both good and bad, for the music that I do. And I really appreciate their effort to, you know, really find my contact or, you know, try and approach me and write a few words. That itself is, you know, something. So people care about the kind of music that is coming in, or people care about the kind of stuff that they hear. So that is my biggest, you can say my biggest support system also. That people recognizing work.